Become a channel member and support the content. You also get access to exclusive videos. You'll get an emote next to your name in the comments. The link for that can be found next to the subscribe button or in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video, and it is a player review of the 87 rated storyline or season objective, Pulisic. I think he's the only player worth taking from the end of season objective. He's the highest rated. I don't understand why they've done that staggered thing again. So I think you get like an 87, there's an 86 and an 85 or something. I really don't understand why they can't give us better cards. They release cards for these season objectives that are okay at the time of release. Not great, but okay at the time of release. But then by the time you actually get him, you've got 90 plus rated cards up the wazoo in your starting 11, and you've got no place for him. I'm not a Chelsea fan. This is going to be a completely unbiased review, but I was a little bit surprised by not how good he is, like he's insane, but I did expect a few problems here or there that didn't really materialize. We've got medium work rates, 4-star, lean body type. So straight away, 4-star, lean body type, good. Medium work rates, not ideal. 5'10" is good for this game and the way that certain players react in certain situations. Good acceleration, very good actually, 94. 90 sprint speed, very good agility and balance at 93, 92. Very good dribbling at 92. Mid reactions at 85, 89 ball control. The problem stat there, 77 composure. Not a massive fan of that. But, you know, it's not necessarily going to affect the card. 91 positioning and shot power with 85 finishing. Only 69 long shots. Not ideal. Unless you're into memes, which I am. 86 short passing and 87 vision is okay. It's not bad. For a winger, you don't really expect insane passing, so to have that is not bad. 88 stamina and jumping as well. Only 60 strength with a lean body type. Not ideal. That is probably... That and the composure, I would say, definitely going to be a problem. Because he's going to get muscled off the ball quite easily, and then when he's under pressure from someone, he's not going to have the composure, because he definitely doesn't have the strength. He's not going to have the composure to see himself through. So that is definitely a concern going into it. I mean, looking at the sort of face value of the stats and such, I looked at the card and I thought, right, it's going to be all right, but it's not going to be anything special. It might let me down here or there. You know, when you're considering you've got an 87 Ronaldo on the other side, and then you've got very high rated Wayne Rooney, Kaká, even Cruyff, and so on and so forth. You've just got better cards everywhere. Now, this isn't a content creator's account necessarily. This is the account of the player that I play co-op with in Rivals, right? So he's more than a casual. I would class him as a hardcore, to be fair, but he doesn't create content or anything anymore. So he literally just plays for the sake of playing. So it's not like this is a completely unobtainable team and that he's been slotted into a team full of megastars. I mean, he has, but at the same time, I think that's in and around where a lot of people's teams would be. Not everyone's, but where a lot of people. So I can't really envisage a situation where people are going to want to put Pulisic ahead of whatever current left wing that they have. Saying that, you could use him off the bench, or you could do some sort of past and present Chelsea team or any other team that he used to play for. Or maybe you're just a fan of Pulisic in general. He's trying to build some sort of quirky MLS team and he fits in there for chemistry, for example. It's one of those cards you could do an awful lot with if you really wanted to. And to be fair, he's not bad in game. I wasn't expecting really good things, but he did surprise me. He didn't, not once did I think, oh, that's poor. You know, though he should have done better there. I wasn't expecting great things. He didn't deliver great things necessarily, but that's fine because I wasn't thinking this card needs to be the best thing ever. You know, when you get like Cruyff, or on my account of Pac Maradona, for example, you go into a game, you're expecting big things. You're expecting that card to be banging. Wayne Rooney's premium SBC card. We've got that on this account here. When I went to a game, I was thinking, right, I'm expecting big things here. This is a 93 rated card. It's an expensive card. It's 93 rated. It needs to be good. This one, you go into it with very low expectations, and he does not disappoint you. Very good on the ball. Unfortunately, his passing there wasn't quite up to standard, but maybe that was the choice of pass by myself. I am in the blue, so Yeah, maybe the choice of pass. Run around the outside here. Kaká's failed pass, but in the end gets back to him and he scores a goal. Positioning, okay, I've moved him in there, but he started to sort of glide over into that central position because Kaká occupied the left-hand side, which is something that I noticed he does a lot. He tends to run inside when someone occupies his wing, which is good. That's the positioning coming through. I'm a big fan of the card, actually, and when I get there, I'm going to take Pulisic as well, mainly because he's probably better than the other two combined, to be honest. He's just a far more useful card. If you don't have a mega bench, I'm just going to assume that you've got a better left wing, or maybe you don't even play wingers, but I'm just going to assume that you've got a better player in your team, or in your starting 11 right now, than this Pulisic card, because I would imagine most people have. So let's just assume that. If you don't have a mega bench, and you've got a couple of decent players on your bench, sure, but you don't have amazing players on your bench, this is an option and a half. He comes on and he adds pace, skills, mobility, and the ability to cut open defences, get in behind through running, and his finishing isn't terrible either. I'm not saying his finishing is great, but he can score some decent little goals there. Just slots it past the goalkeeper who's under pressure from the defender, and he somehow managed to hold him off because he does only have 60 strength and he's only got 77 composure, so how he held him off I'll never know, but that's just something to take on board. Not every card is going to play the same. Looking at the stats, you think you know how he's going to play, you go into game, not at all, completely different. Definitely some issues here or there. Strength, I think I've shown you one or two clips where he just gets sort of bodied off the ball. Not an awful lot you can do about it, really. I mean, a lot of wingers in the game have poor strength. It's just a characteristic of a winger. You know, they're very pacey and slight. They don't necessarily have the strength and the body type to cope with it. The likes of Depay and such are, of course, exceptions to the rule, but with Pulisic, you just have to hope that he can outpace the defender and not get too close to them. His long shots, probably the only other thing worth mentioning. I mean, personally, I don't know about any of you guys, but I don't really take that many long shots, not unless I'm 3 or 4 up and I'm just looking to, not showboat necessarily, but just try something I don't normally do. If you're into long shots and you score a lot of them, obviously, he ain't going to be very good doing them, but hey, just something to take on board. Very solid card, not going to set the world alight, probably not going to be better than anyone in your current starting 11 unless you don't play the game that much. But if you don't play the game that much, I would argue that you're not going to unlock this, because you do need to play the game to a certain extent in order to get to the end of the season. You know, last year I decided to not bother anymore with the season players because they weren't that great and I didn't really care about them one particular month, and I didn't get there. And I play this game every single day. So there are going to be some people who won't get there. If you get there, your team is probably better. However, off the bench or for a bit of fun, not bad at all. Let me know what you think of the card in the comment section down below. Or if you're not going to take Pulisic, who are you going to take and why? If you have enjoyed the video though, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.